What's going on, Jerome's Minnesota Vikings do have a little bit of cap space to play with. Around $19 million is the current estimate. And there are a lot of options for what the Vikings are going to do with it. It really does remind me of the episode of The Office with the surplus. Do they get the chairs? Do they get the new copier? Or does Michael get to pocket the 10%? All that stuff. Everything comes back to The Office, man. But here are 7 options for what the Vikings can do with the cap space surplus. Number 1, sign defensive depth. We're fully understand right now, love the one you're with, but the Vikings also could use some nice, especially at off-ball linebacker, maybe a veteran cornerback, edge potentially if they do deal Danielle Hunter, or hell, even if they don't. Just bring in some more premium depth on that side of the ball. Couldn't hurt things at this stage of the process. Next up, cap space option number 2, extend Jefferson, where they can certainly structure it where the cap hits hit later on in the extension, 24, 25, 26, and they're able to still have a little bit of flexibility and space in 2023. But either way, just get this done. I mean, we all know that Jefferson is going to be a wide receiver 1 in the league in terms of pay. He's already there in terms of performance. So, give him the 4-year, $121 million deal with 80 guaranteed, and let's go from there. Like, no one's going to be mad about it. Everyone's going to be happy that we get things done. Next up, number 3, extend Danielle. So I understand this one would be controversial, and maybe it's not even an extension. Maybe it's just a freshening up of the 2023 deal, putting in 12, 13, 14 million of fresh money into the contract, make him happy this year, see what happens in free agency next year when he'll be 29 going on 30 in October. But Danielle, I mean, he's still the best player on a defense that needs premium talent. Right now, and he does have a $13.12 million cap hit this year. They could rework that contract that even lowers his cap number this season, as well as takes care of him in terms of new money, but we'll see. Next up, cap space option number 4, extend Hockenson. Now, this is sort of like the Danielle situation where he does have a sizable cap hit this year, $9.4 million. And if they do work out a long-term extension, say 3, 4, 5 years, around the $14, $15 million per year mark, which is what CBS Sports and former agent Joel Corey estimates on the Hockenson deal, could actually lower his cap number this year. So it could be a win-win-win no matter what. But Jefferson, Danielle, and Hockenson, all 3 of them are looking for an extension, or at least with Danielle, a Band-Aid. So we'll see. Next up, cap space option number 5 for the Vikings. Rolling over to 2024. And I think this is what Kwesi does want to do, because getting rid of a lot of bad veteran contracts, whether it be Dalvin or Thielen or Kendricks, it's been cleaning up the books from Spielman extensions and really looking forward to 2024 and beyond when Kwesi can truly put his stamp on this roster. But they currently have around $19.1 million in space. You're going to need a few million during the season, practice squad call-ups, street free agents, etc. So saying that 12, 13, 14 million could be rolled over, and the Vikings currently are estimated to have around $38 million in cap space in 2024. So if they're able to roll over 10 plus million, that would be a nice start on what they want to do next year. Next up, cap space option number 6. Rolling over that cap for a Kirk Cousins extension. Now, people aren't going to be happy about it, fully understand it, but I think Kirk Cousins has got to be the betting favorite to be the Vikings quarterback in 2024. Absent him just completely falling off a cliff this year, we'll see. But, of course, with the void years, if Kirk is not on the roster, the Vikings will have to eat $28.5 million dead on the 2024 books no matter what. If he is on the roster, those dead cap hits stay prorated, so you'd have $10.25 million dead, as well as whatever you sign him to the new contract. So I think that Kirk gets a lot of flack, gets a lot of stick, but I think that he still would be the best option for the Vikings in 2024. Again, absent a very quick drop-off in talent, a la what happened with Matt Ryan. But I think Kirk can still be that guy. I think Kirk will be even better year 2 in this offense with hopefully a healthy and solidified offensive line, and J.J. Addison, Hockenson, etc. And lastly, cap space option number 7. rolling over space, preparing for the Darrisaw extension. So Darrisaw is heading into year 3 after this season. He's going to be eligible for a long-term deal, and I think that he's going to get the bag. I think he is going to get paid. I think he's going to get $23-25 million per year. We're talking about Tunsil. We're talking about Trent Williams money. Also, you got guys like Rashawn Slater, Andrew Thomas are going to be eligible for extensions coming up soon. So, I mean, left tackle is a very premium position, and Darrisaw is a very premium player, so you're going to have to pay up for that as well. So that's something that Kwesi could be looking forward to, extending Darrisaw and Jefferson and Hockenson. Those 3 guys are going to be pillars of your offense going forward. So again, the Vikings do have a little bit of a surplus right now, but that could very easily be spoken for, and I think that even though, yes, signing defensive depth right now, it could be fun. Bring in Yannick the freaking Ngakoue, bring in Ndamukong Suh, bringing in a veteran cornerback. I mean, it makes sense on paper, but I think Kwesi is going to roll with the roster right now, extend his guys in-house, and again, we'll see. But your thoughts are thoughts. What are the Vikings going to do with their $19 million in cap space? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol. Production value.